All companies are ships. Shipping is everything. If you are moving an object from location A to location B, you're a sailor, you're shipping something, you're moving something. If you have a product or a service, like let's say consultants, they don't really move product. All they are the product. Their ideas, they're the product. So they're not sailors, they're actors. They're acting on behalf of a captain or behalf of somebody. So there's only sailors and there's actors. It's the only two professions on the planet. Only two professions on the planet. So if you're a sailor, you go to work, you're doing your little widget thing, and you're moving it over here to do widget X, whatever. You're a sailor. You're moving product from one to another. You can live your entire life from cradle to grave as a sailor. Nothing wrong with that. The problem is when the actors get involved. The actors, the captains of the vessel or the people who have positions, not really authority, because yes, they have authority in their little scope. They're not authority figures. They have knowledge on a topic, doesn't mean that they have authority of the topic. You can have incredibly intelligent individuals about one particular thing, but then they don't even connect their scope of work philosophically to other things. Prime example, plumbing, moving fluid through a pipe. Simple as that. Electrons through a wire, blood through a vein, air through a room. All of those things independently are their own little pockets of knowledge. HVAC is its own knowledge. Doctors and surgeons are their own knowledge. Plumbers are their own knowledge. Electricians are all their own knowledge. But when you sit back long enough and you start to overlap all these little topography maps on top of each other, you start to realize that they have a lot more in common than you could possibly imagine. This world is an interconnected spider web of everything. Everything already exists. But those things that exist are in their own little pockets. Those pockets have little ripple effects that connect outwards to everything else. We are in an ocean of energy. We're in an ocean, a multi-dimensional ocean of energy. If you have a particular topic that you're good at, you are at the peak of that wave of energy that ripples out to other things. So everything is oceans, everything is energy. We are abundant everywhere. But people just don't see it. They see what they are told, they see what they are given, but they don't connect the dots themselves. They don't realize that you are the consciousness of your own body. You're the captain of your own vessel. And if you're the captain of your own vessel, why would you want to go on the ship of another captain and then complain that you don't have power? Because you boarded the vessel of a captain and you're now on their team. You're on their board. You have to do what they say. You're a sailor for that captain. But then, if you have your own little gumption of captainness within you, you go, "Hey, I don't like how you're piloting this ship. I have some notes." They go, "You're just a crew member. You mean nothing. You're overboard. Walk the plank. You're out. Now you're job hunting again. Now you're lost in the ocean." Captain of the ship didn't solve the problem that you recognized. He just blamed you for the problem that you recognized on his ship. So are you responsible for acknowledging the problem and trying to bring it to his attention? No. It's his problem for ignoring your solution or a potential solution and just realizing that, oh yeah, I can continue to sail these seas. That's a lot of alliteration. Sail these seas as the captain of my ship with all the holes in my vessel. But as long as I keep paying somebody with a bucket and they keep scooping the water out, I don't have to patch that hole. because managing the problem is much easier. I'll just hire another freaking crew worker to grab a bucket and scoop the water out anytime there's a new hole. Would I reinvest or go to dry dock and fix the vessel, patch the holes so I can sail further longer without having to manage the problem? I could, but that's going to take away money from the shareholders. The people who are sitting on land drinking their martinis who own the vessel that the captain is sailing. At some point, we need to stop firing the crew members who are trying to bring to the attention of the captain, hey, there's a problem with your ship. Captains who do not take accountability for their responsibilities, they just go, well, I don't like the fact that you're pointing out that my ship has problems. Bye, walk the plank. Clearly, everything I have said here has been an analogy, a deeper thought experiment about how all companies are a ship. If you are a manager, if you are a CEO, if you are the captain of your ship and your ship has holes in it, fix the holes in your ship. Don't fire the crewmate who came and said, "Hey captain, there's a hole in your ship. What if I do X, Y, and Z and I can fix that hole?" They go, "Nope, X, Y, and Z is too expensive. Can't do that. You're fired, walk the plank." Their hole is still in the ship. So, please, take my analogy and use it the next time you are in a job interview. Use it when you're looking for a job, looking for a vessel to board, if you will. Because everything is a ship. And if you're not a captain of your ship, you are a crewmate of another. So, find the vessel that best suits you, that best works for you, because as there cannot be two captains on one ship. Because if there are, there's going to be tensions and egos and all the other accoutrements. So, take everything I say with a grain of salt, use what is most beneficial to you, and have a great day.